Sportsreel today. Sports Ministry certifies facilities for 20th National Sports Festival. Nigerian Television Authority reacts to National Sports Festival broadcast rights. Plus, UEFA holds video conference on fate of Euro 2020. It's a beautiful morning in the city of Abuja. Thanks for joining us on today's edition of Sportsreel, reaching you from the Nigerian Television Authority. I am Tamara, Ebiwei. We'll begin with the National Sports Festival matters. Hosting the 2020 National Sports Festival with about 11,500 athletes and officials in view of the coronavirus pandemic is not going to be a problem. This is because the Edo State government, in collaboration with reputable partners, have put in modalities that will help check the spread in case of eventuality. Good luck, Enaini tells us more.
It is less than a week to the commencement of the National Sports Festival tagged Edo 2020, taking place in Benin City, the Edo State capital. Although people are skeptical about the sports festival amidst the pandemic COVID-19, the Deputy Governor and Chairman Local Organizing Committee, Edo 2020, Felicia Ibu, is telling Nigerians that there is no cause for alarm. This is because the state government has put in place the necessary arrangements to prevent any possible case of the coronavirus. According to him, 15 entry screening centers have been set up, as well as washing stations in all the event centers, hotels, and accommodation venues. Similarly, there shall be daily screening for all the athletes and officials, while 2 isolation wards have also been provided in the case of any eventuality.
We procured 11,500 pieces of hand sanitizers that will be given to all the athletes and officials that will be coming for the games. We have 15 entry point screening centers that we are this week setting up for all the teams that will be coming to Edo State. We have to go through proper screening at this entry point.
On the possibility of accommodating foreign athletes in the competition, the LOC chairman has this to say.
Looking at the statistics, we have discovered that those foreign base are just like less than 1% of the entire athletes. And so we are already looking at having a discussion with MOC and the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports to check if there's need to allow them participate or we should exclude them from participating.
Chairman Subcommittee on Medical and Chief Medical Director, UBTH, Professor Darlington Obaseki, disclosed that 450 medical personnel have been hired to man the over 30 mobile medical units with 10 station ambulances. The LOC is assuring the over 11,000 athletes and officials of an eventful sport fiesta. In Benin, good luck, Enaini.
Edo State has been certified to host the 20th National Sports Festival after Youth and Sports Minister Sunday Dare inspected facilities in Benin City, lauding the state government for the turnaround of facilities within few months.
The Test the Track meeting in Benin is designed to test run the brand new tartan track at the renovated Samagbamoda Stadium ahead of the Edo 2020 festival bid for next week. Aguero Oko Ogene in the 100-meter men's race contended with Adekoke, the fastest home-based athlete in the last 2 years, and the perennial rivals Jerry Japa, Emmanuel Arowolo, and Alaba Kintola to win the race. All eyes were on 3 hurdlers in a 110-meter men's hurdle event as they battled neck to neck. In the 400-meter women category of the race, Patience George Okon won the Performance of the Day award with a track record of 51.87, while Edo-born Orukpe Irayoka hit the bar at 46.43 in the 400 meters men category. Minister of Sports Sunday Dare scored the Edo State government high.
I think that we have a world-class tartan track here, and I hope that we can maintain it. For those sportsmen and women going to use this for the sports festival, I think this is world-class. Anywhere else they go, whether at the Olympics, they're going to get the same quality, and that consistency is important.
For the State Deputy Governor, Philip Shaibu, is happy that the state government is able to meet up with the renovation 2 weeks before the festival.
For me, I'm excited and happy, and that we can host not just Nigeria now, we can host the world here as far as athletics is concerned and all other games.
The minister and the deputy governor also inspected one of the car parks mapped out for the sports festival in Benin. Elizabeth Omako.
It's 5 days to the 20th National Sports Festival in Edo State, and defending champions Team Delta says they are leaving no chances as they look to improve on their performances. Austin Edemodo reports that the athletes are in high spirits ahead of the games.
Team Delta wrestlers in action as campaign intensifies ahead of the National Sports Festival in Edo State. 19-year-old Simon Stevens, 61-kilogram freestyle wrestler, will be taking part at the National Sports Festival for the first time and is not perturbed by his experience.
I'm very fit with my training. As you can see here, I'm very comfortable and I have to believe that I'm going to win.
In the last edition of the festival in 2018, Team Delta wrestlers won 6 gold, 4 silver, and 12 bronze, totaling 22 medals. With 60 medals at stake in Edo 2012, the handlers of the team are not leaving anything to chance.
We are ready to go and win everything there.
Having missed out on the 19th edition of the National Sports Festival in Abuja 2018, the coach of the Delta State handball team, Theodora Yoga, who started her handball career with the then Bender State under-12 team, has something up her sleeves.
My experience with grasshoppers. So even as I'm preparing now, I have people in mind that if I can play with any other state, I will not play with the same grasshopper because I want to retaliate what they did to me when I was playing. Then they go Edo, which was my former state, to prove to them as I played there, I'm having players that will still come and face the challenge.
Interestingly, the captain of the team from Nanyanwa, for a mother of 3, knows the importance of training hard ahead of time.
Last 2 years, that was Abuja. Our boys came back with a gold, and we are promising the Delta State Sports Commission that we are coming back with a gold medal too.
Austin Edemodo.
Meanwhile, Plateau State contingents are not left out in catching the National Sports Festival fever. Team Plateau are ready to surpass their medal record in 2018.
For Team Plateau, they hope the 2020 National Sports Festival will be one where they will redeem their image as one of the foremost sporting states in Nigeria after ending 14th at the last festival in 2018. At the 2018 festival in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Plateau State came 14th with 8 gold medals, 18 silver medals, and 29 bronze medals, making a total of 55 medals.
Despite the fact that we didn't go for close camp, we are doing open camping, and we are encouraging our boys. They are coming for training, both morning and evening, and they have promised they will give us the best.
The worst performance for Plateau State was at Lagos 2012, with a total of 27 medals, which placed them 14th on the log. And their best outing was Bauchi 2000, which had Plateau State as 3rd on the log with 110 medals. To beat this personal best record, Plateau State says it is leaving with about 200 athletes who will take part in 32 events at the festival, while the athletes are training vigorously.
Hopefully, we are going to perform very well in sport like weightlifting, powerlifting, handball, basketball, handball specifically the female and basketball male.
We basketballers especially, we are always ready because we have been training all through the year. So we are ready for the festival. And God willing, we're going to make the state proud.
We are not going to Edo for jamboree. No, are we going there for sightseeing? We are going there for the gold, and inshallah, we're going to bring the gold back to Plateau State.
They have been going through vigorous and rigorous training over the last few months. They are the champions in Nigeria in terms of the National League. So they are in high spirit, and I think they are very prepared. And I believe they are going to do us proud by picking the gold medal.
They are on top of their game. They are fully in charge.
Athletes have been encouraged to put in their best, as well as ensure they practice personal discipline so they can excel at the festival, which commences 22nd of March 2020. In Jos, Ekemeren Kadengladoja.
Now, television stations in Nigeria, including the Nigerian Television Authority, are now to pay for the forthcoming National Sports Festival tagged Edo 2020. This was contained in a statement issued by Chairman of the Marketing Subcommittee of the festival, Mike Itemagbo. This announcement is at variance with a commitment made to the NTA by the Edo State Deputy Governor, Philip Shaibu. In this report, Kene Imabudike examines the issues at stake.
It will be recalled that in a meeting with officials of NTA led by the Executive Director Marketing, the Deputy Governor emphatically announced NTA as the host broadcaster of Edo 2020.
We are also thankful to the management of NTA to have accepted to also carry out their mandate, and we have agreed with NTA that they are going to be the host broadcaster of this event. And you know, NTA have the reach, and they are also uniting the nation. So we are all going to unite the nation in Edo State.
This is in keeping with the tradition of the festival since inception in 1973, which ensures that NTA as a national carrier has always been a recurring decimal in bringing events of the games to the living rooms and viewing centers of all Nigerians for the benefit of Nigerian sports and Nigerian youths. The move by the Marketing Subcommittee announcing SuperSport as the sole host broadcaster threatens this tradition and the ability of Nigerian television stations to cover the games. The Director General of the NTA, Malam Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, reacts to this development.
One thing is very clear. If NTA must pay to cover the games, NTA is out. And if NTA is out, 70 to 80% of Nigerians will not have the opportunity in sharing in the thrills of the festival. And this is going to be a disservice to sports development and to Nigerian youths.
With 6 days to the commencement of the festival, the local organizing committee is yet to take a position on its commitment and the announcement by the chairman of the marketing subcommittee, Kenen Ima Abodike.
Sports 24, where sports thrive.
Welcome to the concluding segment of the program Sportsreel, reaching you from the Nigerian Television Authority. European Football Associations UEFA has invited its 55 member associations representatives for today's video conference ahead of the return of Euro 2020, scheduled from June 12 to July 12 across Europe. The Italian Football Federation had earlier called for the postponement of Euro 2020 to give time to complete the Serie A season. Staying with football, the rivalry between Nigeria and Ghana will be renewed yet again as both teams face off in the final qualifying round of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, built for India later in the year. Gift George reports that Nigeria walloped Guinea 11-2 on aggregate in the return leg of the first round on Saturday in Lagos.
Nigeria can hit on the break now. is Rufia. It's a big chance for Nigeria to get a shot away. Brilliant finish to took it on the stride, and a fantastic, glorious finish put Nigeria in the lead. What a clinical finish that time. Deborah Abiodun looking good. Oh, threaded a true pass, looking good for Nigeria. Chance to Chris Natali, it's there for the taking. And who takes that goal? Well, it's recorded a fantastic finish as Lawal Chiere looking good, picks out Chidima down the flanks. She has the speed, she has the pace. Of course, she has the skill also. Can she pick out the right pass? Squares it for Taiwo, and it's goal number 3. Well worked, team play at its very best, and Nigeria get the third goal. It's running goals right here at a soccer tempo for the Flamingos. It's Deborah Abiodun, lifts it for Uchenna Kalu. Brilliant free kick, fantastic goal. What a goal that was. Absolutely magnificent with that free kick.
For us to qualify for the first round, and we are going to the second round, to India 2020, we are there live and direct.
We improve game by game. We no over there we score many goals because the guys, they didn't know us. Maybe they take us for granted. But notwithstanding, I don't think they can have any answer to those attack. I don't think so. So I'm not going to boast here. They make mistakes. You can see there are some mistakes that they make. We still try to make more corrections. Going to the World Cup is not more money, it's not child's play. So there are a lot of work to still do.
We are facing our opponent that are stronger than Guinea. So definitely we'll keep striving hard, we'll keep working hard to keep bringing smiles on Nigerian faces.
Our target is like this, to qualify for this World Cup compulsorily. We want our sex to make history, and by God's grace, I'm sure we will do it.
The joint directive by the Youth and Sports Minister Sunday Dare, Nigeria Football Federation (NFF), and the League Management Company (LMC) to provide medical equipment and personnel on match venues is beginning to yield results. Ekemereng Kaneng Ladoja sought to find out the level of compliance on match day 24 at the Zaria Road Stadium, Jos.
In order to ensure strict compliance to the directive by the NFF and the LMC, the Plateau Football Association (PFA), Plateau United Football Club, and the Nigerian Red Cross Plateau State Chapter decided to work together for a successful outing.
What the minister is saying and the LMC, I think, is wake up from our slumbers to assure our teaming players, supporters, and whichever. The issue is not only to the players, but whoever engages himself at the field need to be given that adequate medical facilities if the need arises.
The medical doctor, who is also trained in sports medicine, gave us a rundown on all the equipment they had in the ambulance and how prepared he and the Red Cross team are for any emergencies.
There's an oxygen cylinder there. Then up there is the neck collar in case of any neck fracture. The common incidences that we get to see in the field that can actually take the life of a player is mostly cardiac arrest or concussion injury. And we've shown you the equipment that we have. We have defibrillator, we have suction machine, we have oxygen. And all these are primary measures put together to sustain the life of the player before we get him to the tertiary institution to get better treatment. So we are very well prepared, and the management has made available all the resources that we need.
Is to assist in during football matches in giving first aid to suspected injured players, and also to assist in transporting them. We are not here alone. In the spectators, I can be proud to tell you that in Jos here, we have 12 detachments. Detachments are units of Red Cross, and some of the spectators are trained.
I inspected the car very well. The oxygen, other facilities are all intact. There is no problem. 2 doctors were attached to the car for any abnormalities.
The trio say they are committed to ensuring that players as well as spectators always receive the necessary first aid for all medical emergencies. It would be recalled that the NFF and LMC directed that henceforth no NPFL match will be played without complete medical equipment and facilities in place following the death of Nasarawa United's Chineme Martins, who died during a Week 23 match against Katsina United at Lafia City Stadium. In Jos, Ekemereng Kaneng Ladoja.
To grassroots football now. Godoski Football Club of Anambra State and Wako Football Academy of Abuja have set their sights on giving their states a good representation when the 2020 Nigeria National League One (NLO) kicks off. Both teams intensified efforts during a friendly match played at the Area 3 pitch, Garki, Abuja, where FCT FA champions Wako FA pipped Godoski by 1-0.
This is the Garki Area 3 football pitch. And the match we're about to witness is between Wako Football Academy of Abuja and Godoski FC of Olka in Anambra State. Ushemba, you're welcome.
Thank you, Ayo. The weather is brilliant today for this titanic clash between Wako FC and Godoski FC.
A quick interchange on the diagonal pass there. Was the captain of this team, launches a quick one. And of course the referee spotted. Oh, straight ball on the line there. And this is Gabriel. Beats one. Lovely setup. Oh, it's just going to be a goalkeeper. Launches one. Tamino can just get the better of them there. And this is looking good one straight to Nambo. Wow. Goalkeeper to the rescue again after it was left in no man's land in Anambra State. Now Wako. Oh, what a good one there. A brilliant pass. Goalkeeper rushing out quickly and was lucky. Doing the job of a sweeper. And this is an audacious chip. Lovely strike. Excellent chip there. And what a way to open scoring in this match. It's Caleb Rugasa who opened scoring. And it's Wako 1. Godoski FC 0.
Yeah, actually it's a build-up match. It's a build-up match. We're trying to build ourselves for the upcoming playoff that we're going to represent FCT. We'll be going to make FCT proud.
We tried our best in this game, but we all give thanks to God as we lose. But we will go back to our drawing board to know as we come up, play the league.
We conclude Sportsreel today with athletics. 9 committees are to be set up for this year's Chief of Defense Staff Half Marathon, scheduled for June 27, and the 10 kilometers peace walk, built for April 18, 2020 in Abuja. Chairman of the organizing committee, Air Vice Marshal Aruna Umar Mohammed, stated this in Abuja when he spoke on preparations so far as the event sets for next level.
My overview, the expectation is a hitch-free exercise by the grace of Almighty God, and then we are taking these 2 events to the next level. As you are all aware, the Chief of Defense Staff is a lover of sports. He has been hosting these 2 events since he became CDS. Like the half marathon that we are going to have, the half marathon is slated for 27th of June 2020. And this is going to be the 4th edition of the Chief of Defense Staff and Armed Forces and Security Agencies half marathon. And by the will of God, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a hitch-free exercise, and the turnout is going to be marvelous.
Chief of Defense Staff half marathon race is 100% the child, the brainchild, the innovation, the thinking of the Chief of Defense Staff. He created this competition and still maintained the competition. And this time around, from next year to this year, all the service chiefs and the head of agencies has give their own contribution to the success of the last competition. And we expect the same cooperation and understanding and support from the services, head of services and head of agencies for this year's half marathon championship.
Some men and women who daily do a lot of sacrifice that makes you and I, to sleep well in our homes in today's Nigeria, sparing some effort, some time for sports. They deserve every support they can get. This is a message that Hotspot is taking to corporate Nigeria, that this event in its 4th edition deserves every support.
And that's Sportsreel today. Always remember to maintain simple hygiene to be safe from diseases. The program returns on Thursday. Till then.